Right. So it was a great strategy. Here, why don't you take this one?
Hi, what I wanted to ask was, do you feel that media may have over-glorified, say, software industry or consumer electronics in particular? Because it feels that maybe the investors are turning away. Their attention is not drawn towards core STEM fields or research areas, say aeronautics or fluid dynamics or things like that.
Right.
Maybe media is to focus on these clamors.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I think. So, is the
You brought sexy back to non-software.
right?
You brought
Actually,
sexy back to non-internet.
I'll tell you something. Actually, it's funny you mentioned bringing sexy back. But Timberlake. Just as a joke. So we've got the Model S. We've got the Model X.
That's funny.
We also registered E and Y. But nobody seems to have picked up on the joke.
Nice.
I guess there's not a lot of humor in the trademark arena.
But it's true, though. It's an interesting observation. You know, you've kind of brought sexy back to industry.
Right.
You don't actually have to be an app or a website to be cool anymore.
Well, I think people that are interested in something if it's new and different, or like there are people interested in precedents and superlatives, and they're interested in controversy. So that's what people want to read about, as opposed to if like an article like things are pretty much the same as they were last year does not get much in the way of clicks. So it's got to be something. It's like that's the definition of news. It's got to be pushing the envelope in some way, or there got to be people that have very different opinions about something. In the case of consumer electronics, we did see a lot of advancements in the phone arena, and these days with an iPhone or Android phone, you've basically got like a supercomputer in your pocket. It's pretty incredible, getting better all the time.
And it's amazing. I mean, you notice right up front to take advantage of that technology to build Tesla.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly. And look at the magic that you brought to it as a result.
Right. Exactly. We leveraged a lot of those developments in it.
Well, speaking of controversy, nothing's more controversial than heaving humans on a railgun at 750 miles an hour to LA. You know, oh, I finally figured out why you wanted to connect LA and San Francisco. You live in LA.
I do.
Damn it. Good idea. Yeah. Could you build one between here and Hawaii?
I lived in Palo Alto for 10 years, or roughly 10 years, and then moved to LA to start the rocket company. But then it made more sense to have Tesla be up here. So then I ended up. I was actually going to move Tesla to LA at one point, but then we got the NUMMI plant, and I was like, wow, this is just too good to pass up. So we've got to stay in the Bay Area.
Let's take two more questions, and then let's let this guy get some rest. Before this, go ahead, Zun.